Alright, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing just like a Q&A. I asked you guys a while back to ask any questions on a little community post I did, and today I'll be answering those. And for those of you guys that have been watching this whole time and you're wondering why I kind of just hit the road and then I didn't post for, I think it's been over a week now. I'm still on the road. I'm currently in the Wenatchee National Forest. I have no idea exactly where I am. I'm in a spot where I might be getting kicked out tonight. Who knows? But if you're new here, my name's Trent. I live in my van with my dog Finn. And basically, got the bed right here and counter and got my curtain up and stuff. That's my lighting that I just put up for this Q&A. But let's get this started. Alright, so the first question is, what is your favorite thing about living in a van? And what is your least favorite thing? It's kind of a hard one. You guys actually asked some pretty hard questions, so it's going to take me a minute. I would have to say my favorite thing about living in the van is just that feeling of freedom. It allows me to kind of like work on my dreams at such a young age and at the same time not have like such high expenses. Yeah, if that makes any sense. But my least favorite thing, I'll just have to say my least favorite thing is the times where it's been like over 100 degrees and I'm just stuck in the van and you can't go in any stores or anything because I have a dog, and it gets really hard in the summer when it comes to living in the van. The next question was if I had a carbon monoxide detector. I do have one right here. I kind of just pull it out when I'm gonna use like my stove or my buddy heater I have over there. And I've tested it, it works just fine. So I kind of just popped this up right here, if you can see that. The next question is, what surprised you most, good or bad, about living in the van? Well, I guess the time where I felt the most surprised, and it was in a bad way, was when I was just kind of laying right here in the parking lot, and I just hear my door pop open, look through my curtain, and someone's like snooping through the front seats and stuff. That got the heart going. The next question is, what piece of gear do you find yourself using the most? I can't necessarily think of something like that, but I guess in my situation, the thing I find myself at least buying the most and using the most are those propane canisters. Like I spend so much money on those, and that's probably not the answer you're expecting to get, but I live so simple. Like I need clothes, food, gas, a bed. Like I just travel. That's all I do. I don't make it complicated with all the different gear. The next question was asking if I planned on working at the ski resort again. Because if you've been watching for a long time, I started this channel when I lived in the mountains and I was working as a lift operator at the ski resort. That was kind of just like a one-time thing. I won't be doing that again. Although I would really suggest that job. It is so fun, especially if you live in the van. So I've been seeing this question a few times from Lee Willie, and I just haven't gotten to answering it. They're basically asking that, how do I know this was a good van when I bought it? They want to buy one, but don't know how. I'm not exactly the right person to ask about mechanical things or that in general, but I guess kind of the obvious things for me are, first things first, check underneath the van and also the floorboards on top for any kind of rust, because if you're gonna be living in here, you gotta have solid floors. You just don't want any problems of that kind of stuff. And then mechanically, check all the fluids, take it for a test drive, go at least over 60 miles per hour so you can know that's when you'll start seeing problems, so make sure you get to high speeds. And you can usually, when you take it out for a test drive, just bring it to a mechanic, and then for like 50 bucks or so, they'll take a quick look over it, make sure it's good. That's basically all I can say. I don't know a whole bunch. So the next question is talking about my front driver's seat. Basically, there's a rip in it, and she is saying, is there a way you could get a new driver's seat from a junkyard? I definitely could. The rip doesn't really affect anything. It's really soft material. It does its job still. I do currently have a little cover for it, so you can't really see it no more. So you be doing videos, and are you stopping van life? So I'll forever be doing videos for as long as I could see in my life. Will I be quitting van life? I'm kind of just going with the flow in my life, and now van life is like, it just makes the most sense. Like, it's a way for me to live cheaply and work on all my goals, if that makes any sense. The next question is from Newfoundlander Overlander. I'm sure some of you watch her channel. She says, where are you originally from or born? I was born down in Oregon State. Then I moved up to Washington, where I am now, and that's where I was raised. So born in Oregon, raised in Washington. The next question is, why did you decide to live in your van? That's a really hard question to answer. It's kind of a long story, but basically me and my ex moved into this van. We converted it ourselves with her dad. We're obviously not together no more, and when that happened, now I just live in a van. It kind of just happened like that. I also realized how much I enjoyed it during that time, and that's why I still live in it. It kind of just brought itself into my life. It was like really weird. And last but not least, the last question is, are you going to college? I do not think I will be going to college, but if things really didn't work out, I would probably just go to like a trade school, do something like that. Because when it comes to normal jobs, I like to do like the labor stuff. So I'd just go to trade school and maybe become construction or something, I don't know. But anyways, I still want to explain to you guys what's been going on because I haven't posted in a week. That's all the questions. Sorry I kind of flew through those. I'm not the best at explaining things. So basically, if you guys watched my last video, I was in this beautiful area. I was at that campground, all that kind of stuff. When that video ended, I started my next video. I drove like a couple 100 miles up in the small town of Leavenworth. It's like this really cool tourist town. You're in the mountains. Really cool, but basically everything started going wrong. It was like the peak of the tourist season for that. Not only is it a small town, but there were so many cars there. I was getting like so much anxiety driving this van, so I booked it out of there, forgot to record anything. Went down to Wenatchee, which it's a pretty cool city, not gonna lie, but at that point I'm still frustrated from Leavenworth. There's a lot of people in Wenatchee, so I'm frustrated. I just drive way east, like another 100 miles. I'm wasting all of this gas money. And basically I am back where I started the last video you guys saw. I'm back in that area. So I drove hundreds of miles for absolutely no reason, wasted so much money. But I'm now in a better headspace. I have a plan, and I am ready to get back on the grind. It's 2023, and I'm gonna try to make some good videos. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow.